Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another beauty video, and today I have for you another installment of my rainbow makeup series, which is a series where we tackle a different color of the rainbow every episode and show you two different types of looks that you can create with it. A more subtle beginner friendly makeup look and a more advanced, excessive, over the top colorful look. So we're getting to the end of the rainbow and today I have the color blue for you, which hopefully you can see. So today I'm going to show you how to make this beginner friendly look and then how to turn this look into this. So let's quickly show you how to create these two amazingly fun blue looks, and let's get started with the more beginner friendly one. Okay, so we have our eyes primed and we're getting into a very simple neutral eyeshadow, because to me the key to starting out with subtle blue eyeshadow is to do a pop of blue. Just a slight pop of color. You can basically do this with any color of the rainbow, but I prefer it with blue because I find blue to be a difficult shadow to work with. Every time I wear just blue eyeshadow and it's just kind of a bit too light or too bright or whatever, I feel like those cartoon grandmas that wear the blue eyeshadow like right up to their eyebrow and that's the only thing they wear. That's how I feel I look when I wear blue eyeshadow. So I find blue to be a bit more difficult to work with. So how I like to wear a subtle pop of blue is just literally add a subtle pop of blue to a basic brown look. You can do multiple ways. You can do a brown look with a blue inner corner. You can do blue eyeliner on top of a brown look. I've done that before a few times. But you can also do a brown look with a blue lower lash line. So that's what we're going for today. And I'm going into, like I said, a subtle brown makeup look. So I'm just going into some neutral shades from the Colourpop Mandalorian palette. Keep it a bit cool toned. I don't know why, but I just like to do cool tone stuff nowadays. And I think this will work best with the blue shadows that I picked out. So I'm just blending some cool toned browns into my crease. Just a mix of browns. And using the deepest shade in the outer corner, blend it out a bit. And this is just the matte base that we're working with. This is kind of all kind of vibing with this shape as well. So I'm literally just using different cool toned brown matte shades. Doing like a medium first in the crease. Blending it outwards with a lighter shade just to create a nice blended base. And then going in with a really deep matte shade, which I'm just stamping into that outer corner. And then just blending it by like tapping it a bit. Just to kind of keep it in its place. And then of course use that light brown shade again to make sure it is really blended. And that's it for the matte base. And you can just add a tiny bit of brown to your lower lash line and just go out with this look. But we want to add a pop of color today. That's what we're going for. So let's just do that. I also want to add a few shimmers. So I'm first going into this like brown shimmer. It's a bit deeper brown. Place that right next to that deep matte we have. Because I like to also have a bit of dimension and depth in the shimmers I use. So I like to go in with a deeper shimmer first. And then work towards a lighter shimmer on my inner corner. Then I'm just dipping into my singles box, which is basically just Chaos Dirt. And I'm going into the shade Dial Up, which is a lovely neutral. And that is what I'm putting on the inner corner of my lid. And like this we have a very lovely basic brown blend, which I love. It looks great. I can also definitely recommend some other shadows by Chaos Dirt for this type of look, because they also have this lovely shadow, which is Fate. And this is really cool because it has like a neutralish base, a bit of a pinky tone, so you should go for a bit of a pinky toned brown. But then the shimmer shifts to a bright blue in certain lighting. So that is also a very cool way to add a pop of color, in my opinion. Okay, so now that we have that really pretty brown top lid going on, we can go into our pop of color. So I'm diving into my Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette and going into some blue shades. And I think I'm gonna start with this one, just to add like a bit of a deep edge. So that is the shade Bobbing Along. You can also definitely start out with a lighter blue just so the pop of color is a bit less extreme. I'm just using a very small fluffy brush so I can work precisely but also blend it out lovely. And again, you can use the trick that I have mentioned in every single one of my rainbow series videos. Just apply less and blend it out more, just so the shade gets toned down. Because you can apply it very, very layered and pigmented, which creates a beautiful deep blue look, which you can also just apply a tiny bit and just blend it out fully. And I think I'm going into the blue pastel shade, this one, Paradise. This one, just so I can have a bit of a nicer blend going, and it also brightens up that blue a tiny bit. And you can blend it out as far as you want or not at all, keep it a very tight subtle line. You can do all sorts of different things. I'm going out quite a bit because I really want that blue to pop. And then I'm finally gonna apply my secret powerful weapon, which is my beautiful shade Imagine by Chaos Dirt. Look at that. It's a beautiful flaky iridescent shimmer, and it has this beautiful blue sheen to it. So this is like the perfect inner corner highlight for if you want a pop of blue. You see that? It just adds so much. And I also like to drag that a tiny bit onto my lid, just so there's a bit of an overlap between the top lash line and bottom lash line. And I also want to apply some to my waterline, so I'm gonna pick the right blue eye pencil. I think I'm going for this one, which is the Max & More eye pencil in the shade Mineral Blue. So let's see when we apply that. Also, if you want to do like a blue lower lash line, but you don't want it all blown out like this, you can definitely do a full brown look, also brown on the lower lash line, or like underneath the eye, and then just apply a blue pencil to the waterline. That would also give the perfect pop of blue. I'm just gonna apply mascara, lashes and everything I need, and then I'll be right back with you with the finished look. Okay, I'm back with the full look. I'm so excited about this. I think this turned out so fun. I just feel so glamorous and so cool. The only issue I always have is I am a sucker for cool toned eyeshadow looks recently, but I don't have any cool toned lip products, which is really annoying because my lips never match my eyeshadow then. So I really need to find some cool toned lip products, like maybe like a soft neutral cool tone lipstick or something. If you have any recommendations, please let me know, because I need a few of them, because I've been wearing cool toned looks a lot recently and I just need some lip shades that fit a tiny bit better than this. This is like the most cool toned subtle thing that I have. So if you do have any recommendations, please let me know. I need to find some. But besides that, yeah, this is just my really fun pop of blue look. I'm just really excited about this look, like you don't even know. I'm so excited. There's a clear and very obvious blue moment going on, but it's not like fully blue and you don't have that cartoon grandma with the blue eyeshadow effect, you know what I mean? So just a really great subtle way to add a pop of blue to your makeup look and get started with that scary blue pigment, which I still find extremely scary. So what I am wearing for highlight, I'm wearing the Candlelit Glow highlighter from the Choose Your Glow highlighter palette by Essence. The lashes are the doe lashes in the style Fairy Dust. And then on the lips, I'm wearing a combination of the Essence Hydra Matte lipstick in shade 402 Honestly. And I topped it with a tiny bit of the Max & More lip gloss in the shade Mauve Flow. But yeah, this was the blue makeup look for beginners. Let's quickly get into a bit more advanced, a bit more excessive blue makeup look. So for the more advanced makeup look, we're going into some of the same shades we used in the previous look, but we're just gonna add a bit of depth. But I think bright matte blue eyeshadows look the best together with a bit of an extra shadow, like to add some depth to it. You either go for a really deep blue, maybe a pastel blue, or maybe even a completely different shade like green or purple. And I think that is the best way to wear blue eyeshadow, not just like one dimensional, but create some kind of interest to it. Could like add some beautiful shimmers, add a bit of depth. And I think that's the secret to making blue eyeshadow look good. We are gonna get into some of the similar shades we used before, but I am first gonna get started with this really deep blue, because we are going for a very nice blue halo eye. So I'm going into the deep blue shade, and I'm gonna be applying it to the inner and outer corner. Don't forget to do the bottom lash line as well. Just slightly tap some on. You don't really have to blend it yet. We're going to use some different shades to blend it out. So now we're going to get into the same blue we used in the previous look, which is bobbing along. And we're going to apply that to the edge. And just sort of blend that in there. We're using very, very light strokes. And we're not going to go out far. We're just going to stay in the same place. Doing some light blending. And if you don't want a really blown out blend, keep in mind to use some smaller brushes and really just place it and move in slight circular motions on just the spots you want blended. Don't forget the lower lash line again. And now let's go into that same lighter blue we used, which is Paradise. And we're gonna use that to really blend in that edge. So apply it. And keep some small motions going on along that edge. You can also definitely, if you find it difficult to blend this edge because of such a bright color, you can also go in with some face powder that is like your skin tone and just blend that edge with that. That also really helps, or just any matte eyeshadow that has a similar shade to your skin tone. I've gone a bit overboard on this side, so here I am using a skin colored matte shade, which makes the blend so much easier. Adding just a tiny bit of that deep blue over here to really deepen up those inner corners. And now we have the blend going and we have a lot of depth going on. We are going to go in with some beautiful sparkles. So I'm going into the Colourpop Fade Into You palette and I'm going into the Shimmer Hot Copic just to kind of lay a shimmer base. This one isn't that sparkly, so it isn't gonna do like the amazing thing I wanted to, but we'll get there with some layering. We just want to lay a tiny bit of a base. So we also have a bit of a blend going on between the deep matte and the shimmers. Don't forget your lower lash line again. And try to blend it in with your fingers a bit. Okay, so now that we have a bit of a base going, let's get into our Chaos Dirt shimmers. So first I am going into this one, which is Peculiar. Just apply that to the center again. And then we're going into our favorite shade from yesterday, which is Imagine. The most beautiful sparkly blue shimmer. And we're just gonna apply that all over. So we have some beautiful deep shimmers going on. And I just want to place a tiny bit of that one in the inner corner as well. Because even when I'm doing a halo eye, I just like to have a bit of an inner corner moment. And if you want to make it even more interesting, you can add some graphic liner. You can also go in with a multi-chrome shade or duochrome instead of just a simple shimmer. So there's a lot of things you can still do creatively. I think I'm just gonna keep it glam and fun. Now you can add some eye pencils and everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish up this entire look and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back with the finished look. Let's just pretend I'm not wearing a yellow shirt with this look because it clashes a tiny bit. But this is the full dark blue makeup look. The secret to blue is just create depth with it. Oh my god, blue can be so weird and boring and annoying to work with. But as soon as you add some kind of depth, some kind of different shade, a deeper shade, a lighter shade, a full-on different shade, blue is so much fun to work with. I mean, just look at that neutral look we did just now. That's also combining two shades. And that blue just looks so fun together with the neutrals. Blue needs depth, in my opinion. Even if it's just a shimmer, it just needs something. At least on my face it does. So that is my trick for a good blue look. Just create some depth. Use some different shades, use some different colors, use some different shimmers. Do something fun with it. What I added, I'm wearing the Kiss My Lash But Better lashes in So Real. On my lips I'm wearing a Miki lip pencil. and the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. And I'm wearing the same highlighter as yesterday, the Candlelit Glow highlighter from the Choose Your Glow highlighter palette by Essence. And that's it. That is the look. I hope we can all have some amazing fun with the blue eyeshadow now, because trust me, it is such a fun color to work with. It may be a bit scary, but it is really fun. I always have a lot of fun playing with blue. And it also helps, like, take different shades of blue. Like, go for a teal or a blurple or a mint. Just something that is blue leaning, but not exactly blue yet. Or combine them. You can do so many fun things, yes. So yeah, those are two fun blue looks. A more beginner friendly one and a more excessive advanced one. Let me know what you think. Purple is up next and then we have sort of finished the rainbow. I'm thinking of maybe doing pink as well, but in my opinion pink is a very neutral color. I wear pink a lot. So let me know if you also want a pink one. But yeah, purple is up next, so exciting. Hopefully I can get to it soon. Let me know what you think of these looks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog, my socials, and my gaming channel, and everything else you need to know about me is all linked down below, so you can check that out as well. And that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!